water felt wonderful.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, you were right. It's a perfect way to get the paint off.
No, I wonder if Van Gogh or Gauguin ever had that much fun cleaning up after a long day at the easel.
Oh, Gauguin. Definitely. I don't think poor Vincent really ever enjoyed anything.
He never met you. Because his whole life would have changed if he had. Same way that mine has. Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little cold, that's all.
A little, you're chilled to the bone.
Yeah.
And I know just the thing to warm you up.
You do, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Luis?
It's Officer Lopez Fitzgerald, are you, buddy? I'm on duty.
What are you, out here looking for pirates?
Yeah. Something like that.
Everything all right, buddy?
Well, yeah, let's see. My sister decided that she wanted to continue the high life as Mrs. Julian Crane. And to hell with whatever her family or anyone else thinks. So, yeah. You could say I've had better days.
Yeah.
If she continues on like this, she's gonna break my mom's heart. Mine, too. What's left of it, anyway.
I couldn't help but notice the way that you were staring at that photo in the seascape. You know, the one of you and Sheridan?
Look, Hank, I know you're trying to get me to move on. And I'm trying. It's just that Sheridan was the love of my life, and it's just not that easy.
I know.
Everywhere I go, I see things that remind me of her.
Man, I'm sorry you're going through this. I wish there was something I could do just to make it easier for you.
Yeah, so do I. But you can't, right? Thanks anyway. I just gotta put all those memories aside and try and convince Teresa that what she's doing is wrong. If she doesn't snap out of it, she's gonna be in a hell of a lot of trouble.
Chief Bennett, I demand you arrest Teresa at once.
Is this some kind of weird joke?
Arrest Teresa?
I don't believe this is happening.
Oh, good grief, what is Rebecca up to now?
Is this part of Zombie Charity's plan?
I don't know, lad. What do you think you're doing, Rebecca?
Oh, didn't you hear me, Pilar? I want Teresa arrested for the murder of Julian Crane.
Of the one who could sing so sweet, and I would fly on the wings of a bird. I knew you would take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
You are lying, Rebecca. I did not kill Julian. I know what I saw.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you saw Teresa kill Julian?
It's a lie. My daughter would never do such a terrible thing.
It's all right, sis. All right. Everyone just take it easy.
Teresa did not kill Julian.
Chief Bennett, you keep that woman away from me.
My daughter was raised in the church. She's a good girl. She would never take a human life. It's a sin.
Well, that's exactly what she did. She took a human life, my husband's. He was not your husband. I am still Mrs. Julian Crane.
Oh,
we'll see about that.
Enough!
You know, Teresa. You know that she would never, she could never kill Julian. Tell Rebecca that my daughter did not do this terrible thing. This is it for you, Julian. I'm gonna make sure you never hurt anyone again.
Finally, Pop. I'm gonna make Julian pay for what he did to us. He took my life. Now I'm gonna take his.
Oh, you have made my life a living hell for over 20 years, Julian. Well, now it's your turn. I'm going to send you to hell where you belong.
Are you, Julian? You're not gonna get away. Not this time.
Say something. Why are you silent? How can you just stand there? Most of you have known my daughter her whole life. Tell this woman that my daughter did not kill Julian.
Well, of course she didn't.
No way.
This whole thing is just plain crazy.
Hey, Pilar's right. Teresa would never hurt anyone, much less kill them. And this is ridiculous to even think it.
Is it, Ethan? You, of all people, should know what she is capable of.
Yes, I do, but it's not murder.
What about what she did to you? Teresa lied to you. She got pregnant by another man, a man you thought of as your father for most of your life.
Shut your wicked mouth, Rebecca.
Well, I am just telling the truth.
You're just jealous. Because my daughter has the title that you so desperately wanted for yourself. The title of Mrs. Julian Crane. God, why anyone would want that is beyond me.
So many things are beyond you, Pilar.
Somebody, please, help Teresa.
Look, I will. I know in my heart Teresa's innocent. If charges are pressed, I'll defend her.
Why can't that doofus just stop being so damn noble? What do you have in mind?
In mind?
To warm me up?
I'm gonna start your fire.
I don't think...
What?
I just am not sure we're ready for that.
Oh, yeah. I think we are.
What are you doing?
It's cold out here. I'm gonna build you a bonfire.
Oh,
What did you think I was gonna do?
I'll build me a bonfire, of course. So build.
Look, I know that Teresa needs your help, but to put off moving on with your life for the sake of your family, it's just a huge mistake. And your family wouldn't want it either.
Look, Hank, I know you mean well, okay? But this is my call. My family has to come first.
Yeah, well, I heard that years before. When you split up with Beth for your family. Cost you that relationship.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but Beth still cares for you. A lot. Don't you even see that?
Of course I do, and that's the trouble. I don't want to hurt her. Hank, I told you that.
Yeah, well...
Look, I like Beth. I really do. I just don't want to get involved in something if I can't finish it.
Oh, you're thinking negatively now.
Exactly. That's exactly how I'm thinking, and I don't want to get in a relationship until I can think positively.
It's just about the worst thing you could do.
And the worst thing that you can do is to interfere with an officer who's on duty. So just step aside, okay? Let me finish my shift.
What you need, Officer Lopez Fitzgerald, is a good push in the right direction.
Am I a champion bonfire builder or what?
You're definitely a man of many talents. You're good at everything you take on. Unlike yours truly, who seems to botch up everything.
No, you are way too hard on yourself. You need to cut yourself a break. You just need to find something that you're good at.
Definitely narrowed that down.
Well, don't give up on the waitering job because I figure with all those tips I gave you, that should help.
If I can stay out of my own way, they will. I appreciate you giving me these tips. I'm sorry if I sounded ungrateful.
Hey, you don't ever have to feel sorry when you're with me, okay? There she is.
Who?
Diana, the goddess of the forest and childbirth.
Where?
Right up there. You see?
Ah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful. There. Now the whole world will know about our love. From now until the end of time.
Or at least until the termites get it.
Always. I'll think of you always. I'll never forget you, Sheridan.
Oh, defend this little bitch. No, Ethan, I will not allow it.
Mother, calm down.
Teresa has caused us nothing but trouble, given us nothing but grief.
I don't think it'll ever come down to Ethan defending her.
Why not?
Because nobody here really believes that Teresa killed Julian.
Thank you, TC.
Why are you all so gullible? What, is it the goody two-shoes thing? Because it's an act. It's a charade. Teresa showed her true colors when she went down to Bermuda and tricked Julian into marrying her.
That's not true. Julian tricked Teresa.
Oh, and you expect us to believe that?
Yes, because it's the truth.
Julian told me that she manipulated the whole thing.
She's lying.
No, Teresa seduced Julian. She lured him into her bedroom, and then she got pregnant on purpose so she could get the Crane fortune. She is nothing but a money-grubbing little slut.
Don't you ever talk about my daughter that way. She is a good girl. Nothing like you, you scheming witch.
No, careful who you call a witch.
Oh, you are just as violent as your daughter, aren't you? No wonder she's the way she is.
One more word out of you, I swear.
This isn't doing any good. Come on.
It's doing my soul good, son.
You okay? Of course I'm not okay. How could I be okay when that woman struck me? Look, all I'm trying to do is tell the truth, that Teresa planned the whole thing.
If you already knew this, why didn't you come forward before tonight?
Because I didn't want anyone to get in trouble.
Please.
When I started figuring it out, I couldn't keep it to myself any longer.
Okay, Rebecca. Tell us what you know, and I mean the facts.
I saw Teresa there that night.
Where?
The wharf. Outside the cannery. She rushed in, and I could see how angry she was. She was talking to herself, saying how Julian caused her to lose everything. And she pulled out a gun, and she ran into the cannery, and then I heard the shot.
Did you see Teresa fire the gun?
Well, no.
Pilar!
Look, it is a perfectly logical deduction. She had a gun, she was angry with Julian, and she was there.
Look, just about everyone was very mad at Julian in the room that night. And Teresa was not the only one with a gun. You had one too, Rebecca. One that turned up with a bullet missing.
I did not kill Julian. Why would I? He didn't do me any good dead. The only way Julian could help me was by being alive. That way I could sew him up one way and down the other.
Sue him.
Yes, for breach of verbal contract.
Breach of verbal contract.
He promised to marry me, and then he went down to Bermuda and married Teresa. So you see, Alive, he meant the world to me. Dead, nothing.
Then, if you didn't kill Julian, then what were you doing at the wharf that night?
Went for a walk to get some air. And then I heard a sound, so I followed it.
What sound?
A wheelchair. An electric wheelchair. And I realized that could only belong to one person.
Oh, no, Rebecca, you're not going to pin this on me.
Look, all I
No,
was...
I didn't kill Julian. I may have wanted to strangle that no-good philandering pig with my bare hands, but I didn't. I'm in a wheelchair, for pity's sake. I couldn't handle this contraption and a gun at the same time.
Then what were you doing there?
I heard a sound, too.
Really?
Yes, a voice I thought I recognized. Turns out I did. It was none other than Dr. Eve Russell.
Wait, Mom, what were you doing at the wharf?
I,
Now that's gonna be a tough one to answer.
I went there to talk to Julian about TC, about the fight that they had.
You wanted to talk.
Yes.
Then why did you have a gun in your hand?
That's a lie!
My mother would never have a gun.
I know what I saw. I wonder which one of us will get to him first.
You're wrong, Ivy.
I'm just telling your daughters what I saw.
Well, you're mistaken. Eve wasn't the one that you saw.
I may be in a wheelchair, TC, but I'm not blind.
Well, Eve has nothing against Julian. She wouldn't want to hurt him. She has no reason to, no motive.
You sure, TC?
Oh, I'm really sure. What are you insinuating?
Nothing. But few people knew Julian as well as I did, and believe me, anybody who ever met the man had something to hold against him sooner or later.
Well, Eve didn't know Julian well enough to hold anything against him. And I think you sitting here pointing fingers at everyone else is not doing any good. Julian Crane is dead. And whoever killed him did this world a good favor. So I think we should leave it at that. And quit trying to find the person who pulled the trigger.
Unfortunately, I can't do that, TC.
Of course you can't. Because whoever killed my poor Pookie just killed my heart's desire.
Your only desire is to hurt my daughter.
Oh, zip it, Pilar.
Mother.
But don't mother me. I'm just saying what needs to be said. Someone has to pay for Julian's murder, and Teresa had the most motive. She proved that tonight by trying to claim Julian's name and money.
Okay, that does it.
Mama, no.
Okay, can you excuse us for a minute?
What are you doing?
We're gonna talk. What exactly are you trying to do? Do you think that by accusing Teresa and having her arrested that Ethan is gonna come back to me? Because you can forget about that.
Look, if she's out of the way...
No, it won't work. Trust me. It's gonna make him want to defend her more, so can you just knock it off? Second wind giving out on you?
Yeah, a little.
Well, after a day of waiting on tables with me and then painting a whole room,
Not 2/3 of the room. And you helped.
still, you must be exhausted.
I can't afford to be exhausted. I gotta finish what I started. Liz is gonna kill me if I don't have that whole room painted by tonight.
I have an idea. Why don't you curl up and take a nap, and I'll wake you up in enough time so you can get the room painted by midnight.
I can't ask you to do that.
After all that you've done for me, you don't have to ask. Consider it done.
Are you sure?
Yes. Come on, close your eyes and go to sleep.
Yes, ma'am. Mustn't be anyone here. Beth?
Louise, it's me.
Are you okay?
Let me check.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I don't think anything's broken. Oh.
I thought you were a burglar or something. What are you doing here? The cafe's closed.
I know. The alarm company called me, and I came over to investigate. I was upstairs in the storeroom, and I heard a noise, so I was afraid it was whoever broke in, so I was going to try and, run out and let them see me, and next thing I know, I'm being tossed over the table.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, but you forgot to read me my Miranda rights.
Oh. Did you have time to check and see if anything's missing?
No, I didn't get to check everything, but so far, it doesn't look like anything's been taken.
Yeah. There.
What?
So set the alarm off. Window's broken.
How did that happen?
By just some punk kid. Yep. Looking for a little excitement.
Oh, you're probably right. Whoever did it must be long gone by now.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to knock a little sense into their heads.
You know what this means, Tim Tim?
What, Debbie?
This murder investigation. It's going to rip a hole in the very fabric of Harmony Society. By the time it's finished, this town will never be the same.
That's terrible.
Ugh. I think it's about time that someone stood this boring burg on its ear. Personally, I can't wait to see the good people of Harmony rotting in hell.
She is lying, Mama. I swear it.
I know she isn't.
Teresa, nobody believes her.
I'm not so sure about that. I mean, people didn't exactly rush to my defense.
That's not true.
Mama had to practically twist everyone's arm to say that I was innocent.
That's because everyone was thrown by what Rebecca was saying. They didn't know what to think for a moment.
Well, I hope that's all it was. I wonder what the two of them are plotting against me now. Well, I know what I'm doing.
Well, it doesn't look that way to me or anyone else here.
Look, just relax and let me handle it.
Would you look at where Ethan is standing right now? He's standing right by Teresa's side.
Look, I don't know if she killed Julian or not. I don't, but she might as well pay for it. I mean, better Teresa than me.
I can't believe you're being so cruel about this.
Wait a minute here. Wait, since when do you think it is cruel for me to try to protect both our futures? Look, I'm not just some silly little girl who's gonna sit here and wait for good fortune to fall on us. I know exactly what it takes to make things happen in this town, so just step aside and let me take care of it.
We both know what really happened that night, don't we, Eve?
What night?
The night that Julian was killed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why were you really at the cannery, Eve? I mean, what had Julian done to make you mad enough to want to kill him? Your affair was over years ago. Surely you weren't still carrying a grudge.
Hey, would you just go away and leave me alone?
That's it, wasn't it? Julian was going to expose you for the fraud that I know you are, wasn't he? What? Was Julian going to tell all of Harmony that Dr. Eve Russell is nothing but a slut? Oh, you think you're so good. You won't change one DNA test result for me, but get you mad enough, and you'll kill a man in cold blood.
So help me, God. Nothing.
Are you girls all right?
Yeah, Mommy, we're fine.
You know, it's Teresa that I'm really worried about. This is crazy.
I'm so sorry that you had to witness this sorry spectacle.
Me too. You two didn't deserve to see this. Although there may be something you can learn from this.
I don't know what there is to learn, honey. An evil person telling vicious lies.
Sweetheart, I'm talking about Teresa. See, this is what happens when you get mixed up with the wrong guy. And I don't want this to happen to you two.
Your father's right. Oh, and I would just never forgive myself if I didn't protect my babies.
Mommy? Will you excuse me? I need to go freshen up. Okay. How are you doing, Chad?
I've been better.
Look, I'm sorry. I know my parents and Whitney have been making your life miserable.
No, Simone, it's
They just won't give you a break. I know that. I want you to know that no matter what they say about you, no matter what happens, I will never believe that you drugged Whitney that night. You're a good person, Chad. I've always known that, and I know you would never do anything bad.
It's very sweet of you to say that, Simone. I wish the rest of your family believed in me as much as you did.
You can count on me, Chad. Always.
Timmy wants to get out of here, whip up a batch more Timmys, and kick back.
Sounds good. First, I'll grab a lobster for the road. Always heavy. Live one, Timmy.
Not so fast, old lady.
What did you say?
You heard me. You stole one of our lobsters.
What?
I saw you fish it out of the tank.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I did nothing of the kind.
Fine. Then you won't mind if I take a look in your bag.
I most certainly do mind.
Look, you don't turn it over now, I call the police.
Excuse Timmy, sir. Timmy's great aunt isn't as young as she used to be, and she tends to forget things. Maybe Timmy can help talk him.
Who's Timmy?
Him, the little wretch. I'm going to wipe out his memory for good if he doesn't back off.
And her moods aren't what they used to be either, but Timmy can handle it. Excuse me. If you don't get back that crustacean, Timmy and Tabby could end up in the tank.
I will not be treated like a common criminal.
One second. Aha!
Ow! Ah! Oh! Oh! Oh!
You make it a real bad habit by hanging around, don't you? Every time I turn around, there you are.
Well, you know what, Coach? You better get used to it, all right? Because I'm sticking around until I can prove to you and Dr. Russell that you're wrong about it.
It'll never happen.
Oh, and another thing, man. I don't know why the two of y'all so worried about clocking me so much, but it seems to me like y'all got bigger things to worry about.
Meaning what, Chad?
Meaning, where were the two of you the night that Julian Crane was murdered? I mean, Dr. Russell was there at the scene of the crime. We know that.
Don't even think about it, all right? My wife had nothing to do with Julian's murder.
What about you? You there? Yeah, that's right, Coach. Go ahead, take the fifth, man. Thinking y'all so high and mighty. Thinking you just better than me, because I'm street trash, right? Well, you know what? At least I've never been accused of murder.
Can't believe it's happening to my sister.
I know. But Miguel, anybody who knows Teresa knows that she wouldn't do this, okay?
Yeah.
Well, let's face it, I mean, she has done some pretty terrible things in the past. Who's to say if she wasn't pushed, she might just kill somebody?
Charity, how are you going to talk that way about my sister?
All I'm saying is, you never know about people. They can switch like that. They can go from being really good to really wicked, you know?
Charity, Teresa is innocent.
Poor Kay. So deluded.
Talk about people changing. Charity's a different person.
Miguel, I apologize for what she said. She never should have said that. I know how much it hurt you.
Yeah, it did. I feel like I don't know her at all anymore. I just thank God that I have good friends like you, Kay.
I'll always be here for you, okay? Chief Bennett, what are you going to do?
About what, Rebecca?
About letting a murderer go free, that's what.
Wait. Just back up right
Well,
now.
no, you have enough to convict. You even have a witness, me. I'm an eyewitness to the crime.
Excuse me, but you're not an eyewitness to anything. You didn't see Teresa fire the gun.
Chief Bennett, I swear, if that woman strikes me again...
Calm down, Laura.
How can I be calm when she keeps insisting...
I saw Teresa at the cannery. She had a gun. She was angry at Julian. I heard a shot.
You had a gun too, Rebecca.
But I had no motive.
Of course you did. You were furious at Julian for making a fool of you, for costing you everything.
It's a very flimsy motive. And it pales in comparison to Teresa's. Yet she's hardly been questioned. And even an idiot could figure out why. Her brother is on the police force, so he's protecting her.
Now, you hold it right there. Luis and I aren't protecting anyone.
Luis, you don't have to do that. Come on, I'll get it tomorrow. Let me thank you with a cup of coffee, okay?
That'd be great. It's freezing outside.
Hey, how was Teresa when you left the party?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, she needs to have her head examined. I'm thinking she wants to stay Mrs. Julian Crane. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know who talked her into it or how. It's nuts.
Hey, you know what I was thinking about tonight? The senior class clam
You know, I warned her to stay away from the Cranes. You know, I warned her, if not once, twice, a million damn times. Does she stay away? No. She's doing this. Diana?
How? When did this happen?
Surprise!
You know, we're spending all that time in the house. The Crane Mansion. Seeing how the other half lives and those people putting ideas into her head. Like Teresa really needed another fantasy.
Hey, why don't you drink your coffee? It'll take your mind off things, okay?
Now she wants to stay Mrs. Julian Crane. It's a fate worse than death.
Luis.
You know, if I warned her once, I warned her 1,000 times.
Luis.
Stay away from the damn Cranes.
The hell with it.
You did this?
Mm-hmm.
Finished the whole thing by yourself? But why?
Because I owe you. You saved my waitressing job.
I'm not keeping tabs on favors, you know.
Well, I am. I wanted to do something nice for you.
Well, you did. You did. It's probably the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
So sweet. Oops.
Well, seeing how it worked the last time, what do you say we go to the beach and wash up, huh?
Think you can stay awake?
Yeah, watch me.
Ow, 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 ow! Get up! Run for it, Princess!
Hey, hey! Give me that thing.
Ow! Ow! Vito! Oh! Fail to me now!
Harmony PD isn't looking the other way or playing favorites with their family members. We're professionals. We understand our responsibility. God knows I'm glad I don't have to determine who the real Mrs. Crane is because I wouldn't know where to start with that. But what I can do is find out who killed Julian Crane, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. No matter whose toes I have to step on to do it. I'm going to hunt down Julian's murderer and make them pay for their crimes for the rest of their lives. Now, I don't care who it is.